What's up, guys? With Summoner's World Rush coming out literally in like a couple days, by the time I put this up, it should be on the 27th for me. So for you guys, it'll be literally like in a day. I want to give you 5 tips basically for anybody starting the game. These tips are a lot better for free to play players or like lower end players who are not planning to spend too much and just want to kind of want an entry point and just want the best start possible. Basically, a lot of the whales, they're gonna whale, they're gonna do whatever they want. For people that are whaling, like they're asking like, oh, where are the best packs to buy? Anything with magic orbs and summons, you'll be fine. But magic orbs in particular, because magic orbs are pretty key to the game. But for everybody else who is kind of coming into the game and not being well and just want a good entry point and a good start to the game, these are 5 tips I would give to everybody starting to have the best start possible. So tip number 1 is that everybody has access to Summoning Road. The first Nat 5 you should get, honestly, is Cassandra. The reason why you should get Cassandra is quite literally because she's the only person that buffs up crit rate. Uh, Technically, Lapis does too, but it's only to melee monsters. Cassandra gives crit rate to every single person on your team, and that's pretty important because, especially when you're trying to do boss stages, you want to do as much damage as possible. And because of that, crit rate is pretty hard to find in this game, and she literally gives crit rate to every single one of your monsters at the highest rate in the game, which is level 5. So you wanna get her, and she'll buff up your whole entire team, meaning you'll do more damage. After that, it kind of doesn't matter. I would just take Cassandra first because she's a key monster to help you do boss battles, and boss stages are really important because if you're doing your boss stages, you're able to get better AFK rewards. So honestly, just get Cassandra, and I'm not joking when I say this. After that, it doesn't matter. The game pretty much gives you every single, well, not every single Nat 5, but some of the core Nat 5s you will be using, like Ariel, who does attack down. He doesn't heal, he does attack down. You have Celestia, you have Lapis, who also busts crit rate to only melee monsters. Tetra, I don't really use. Lucian's pretty good, but you'll be able to get pretty much a good amount of Nat 5s, and you'll be able to level them up at a good rate. But I suggest getting Cassandra because she's literally just a really good buffer, and crit rate is really hard to get in the game. So get Cassandra. After that, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you get her, and then you're pretty much set to go. Tip number 2, before you close the game, make sure you are doing the highest level boss stage possible. So right here at the top, when I hit this boss stage button, you're able to do your boss stages. You want to get as high as possible before you close the game. It is very, very important that you do this. The reason why is because your AFK rewards are dictated by which boss stage you are at. So before you go to bed or before you get off of work or whatever, wherever you while you're still in the game, please just make sure you're doing your highest boss stage possible before you get off the game because it'll be very beneficial to you because like I said, it gives you more rewards. So make sure you do that. And I just felt this stage. Jesus Christ, I'm so weak right now. Tip number 3, while leveling your monsters, try to level them as evenly as possible. The reason why is because you want to make sure that you don't want to burst all your resources into one monster. The reason why is because that doesn't really help you progress higher in boss stages. Being able to have all your monsters as evenly as powerful helps you out a ton, especially when it gets to level like 30, like around 30, level 30, it starts getting pretty expensive. So basically, you want like how I pretty much do it is, as you can see, like all my monsters are level 45. Then I get one. Then basically, I take one 5 levels up, then another 5 levels up, then another 5 levels up, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna get Shiwa to level 50, doing my second level 50 monster. Then I'm gonna start working on just anybody. It doesn't really matter. But honestly, just once you have your best 5 stars in your team, which as you can see, I have all my 3-star 5 stars, my 2-star 5 stars, and then I have Chisoon and Light Monkey. But pretty much I have my best 5 stars in the team, but I try to level them as evenly as possible and just keep their power evenly distributed. So don't power level one monster and have every other monster at level 1, because the reason why is because if those monsters die in boss stages, then you're dead. But if you're leveling them up, that helps them stay alive longer, and it allows them to use their abilities and effects, which can help you in boss stages or just in tower defense. So just level everybody up as evenly as possible. 5 levels at a time is what I do. You can do 1-1-1, 1-1-1. It's up to you. Just try to do it as evenly as possible. Tip number 4, do your dungeons every day. For your free-to-play players, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to look through a lot of ads. Like I told people in the last video, buy the ad pack when this game comes out. Please buy this. You will thank me later. If you want to be free to play, that's totally fine. Just know that you're gonna be watching a lot of ads while you're playing. But for everybody else, just in general, just do your dungeons. These are super duper important. The reason why they're super important is because not only do you get your materials for your monsters per day, but as you're going up in dungeon floors, you actually get rewards for completing a certain floor. So as you progress higher, you get more gold, you get scrolls, you get a lot of stuff. So basically, this is the main reason why you want to do this. Also, because you want to try to get as high as possible, you want to get to the higher levels because that obviously allows you to get more rewards all the way to level 200. So make sure you are doing your dungeons, all your 6 dungeons. Make sure you do it. If you ask me, like, oh, what's the more important one? I probably would say the most important one is probably Monster EXP. Honestly, they're all pretty important if I'm being realistically honest with you. But I put a little more emphasis on Monster XP because Monster EXP is a little bit harder to come by in the game, mainly because it's reliance on your AFK and also just the dungeon. That's kind of it. But in all truthful honesty, all of them are pretty important. So make sure you're doing all 6 a day. If you have to watch the ads, watch the ads. If you're a free to play player, I'm sorry, that's just how they set it up. They set it up with a ridiculous amount of ads. It is worth it if you're free to play, but just know you're gonna watch a lot of ads. But do your dungeons all one day. It's pretty important, and make sure you're going as high as possible because that will really help you out in the game. Tip number 5 is make sure you are using your magic orbs. Magic orbs are probably the most important thing in the game, in my opinion, primarily because they pertain to your gear. So as you can see, if you guys, I'll probably zoom it in post, but as you see towards the bottom, I have gear. Unfortunately, there is no character you can see this gear on, but that doesn't matter. Basically, every piece of gear gives equipment status. Basically, it gives your monsters stats in the overall this mode right here that you see in your screen. Basically, you want to have the best gear as possible because it helps you in boss stages, and that's what you want. So you want to make sure that you are doing your magic orbs. Please dump them. Don't hold on to them at all. The reason why is because you want to keep doing that because as you're leveling or using your magic orbs, it levels up your magic orb level, and you want to get as high as possible because it allows for better gear to drop as you level up the magic orb level. So there's no point in holding on to them at all, like people like to hold on to scrolls or whatever. Just dump them because you want to make sure that you are having the highest gear possible. So make sure you are watching that ad for the 50 a day. There's an ad that you can watch for 50 a day. The Wizard's House at the top right of the screen that also produces magic orbs while you're AFK or just over time. So make sure when you log in, you come here immediately and collect those magic orbs because it does cap out. And then the more when you start taking them, it also levels up the Wizard's House. So you want to make sure that you again are just grabbing them as much as possible. So magic orbs are, like I said, really really important. Don't hold on to them. Dump them so that way you can get the best gear possible, which will help you in these stages again to climb up higher. They're all tied within each other, so you want to make sure that you are having the best gear possible, so that way you can start doing your boss stages and get to where you need to be in the game. And that is 5 tips I would give to pretty much everybody starting Summoners War Rush. I hope you guys have fun with the game. The game should be coming out literally from this video one day after. If not, you're watching it later on. Hope this helps you out as you're starting your Summoners War Rush journey. I do enjoy this game. Join the Discord. I usually talk in the Summoners War Rush Discord. Try to answer as much questions as possible. Or if you have any questions you want to ask in this video, just put them in the comment section below. I will answer every single question when pertaining to this game. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your week. I don't know what to say. But yeah, have a good one. Peace out. Bye.